Hi dear children, again I'm here with very interesting topic. This topic is about the material which can be a toy for you. Some pieces you can spend time for playing and it can be useful thing for you. So this topic is 13th chapter Fun with Magnet part 1. In part 1, uh, half of the content of the chapter will be covered and then part 2 will come. Okay, so now see, first of all, okay, so now we'll see the content of the chapter. So first is, we'll start with discovery of magnet, and second is magnetic and non-magnetic materials, poles of magnets, and finding direction. We'll do one activity, we'll see one activity in this lecture video. Okay, so let us start with discovery of magnet.
How Magnet was discovered. A shepherd named Magnus, who lived in Greece, discovered the magnets when he was sitting on the rock. He found that the rock on which he was sitting is attracting his iron-based stick and shoes. After sitting on some other rocks, he found that the one rock is different from others. Such rocks were given the name magnetite, on the name of that shepherd. Magnetite is composed of iron. As per the definition, any substance which can attract iron is called as magnet. This is how magnets were discovered. There are two types of magnets: naturally occurring magnets and artificial magnets. How magnet
So let us know more about magnet. Magnetite was first discovered at a place is called Magnesia. The word magnet derived from Old French word magnet, which means lodestone. Lodestone means, children, it is a naturally occurring magnet. It is called natural magnet and it is of rock shaped and it is not having a certain shape. It can be oval also, round also, sometime triangles, sometime rectangular. Okay. The substances having the properties of attracting iron are known as magnet. Later, the process of making magnet from pieces of iron were discovered. These are known as artificial magnet. So artificial magnet is man-made magnet and it can be of different shape also. Okay, nowadays artificial magnets are prepared in different shapes such as bar magnet, horseshoe magnet, ball-ended or cylindrical magnet. So children, can you see this? This is rectangular shape. This is called bar magnet and this one is cylindrical magnet and this is horseshoe magnet and this one dumbbell shape and you can say ball-ended magnet. These all shapes are given in the book also. This picture is from book. Okay, now we'll see chemistry of magnet. So these all chemicals, you can say iron is there, nickel is there and cobalt is there in magnet. Okay. Next is, do the magnet attract all the materials? No. The magnetic material is the materials which get attracted towards magnet are called magnetic materials such as iron, cobalt and nickel. Rest of all materials are non-magnetic materials. So the materials which are not attracted towards magnet are called non-magnetic materials such as glass, wood, plastic and paper. And many other materials are there. Other than iron, cobalt and nickel, all the materials are non-magnetic material which are not getting attracted towards magnet. Alright, now see next, poles of magnet. Poles means the corner, the end part of the uh, terminal parts of magnet. Okay, the end part of magnet is called pole, north pole and south pole. Like poles of magnet repel each other, means whenever you will bring north and north together, it will repel each other. It will uh, push each other towards opposite side, and unlike poles attract each other. If you will bring south and north together, it will get attracted and it will get stick to each other. Alright. Attraction is maximum at the poles of magnet. Okay. A freely suspended magnet always come to rest in north and south direction. Therefore, a marked magnet can be used to find direction. Okay. Properties of magnet. Two properties are there: attractive properties and directive properties. Attractive properties means a magnet attracts magnetic materials like iron, cobalt and nickel towards itself. And directive properties means when suspended freely, a magnet always aligns itself in north and south direction. North pole will go always towards north direction. Okay. Now see the activity. It's given in the book also. Attraction is maximum at the poles of a magnet. Okay. You can see the picture. A bar magnet is given and here it is used some iron filling. Okay, how to do it? Take some iron filling, spread it on a sheet of paper. Now place a bar magnet on this sheet. Pick the bar magnet and observe. As you will uh, place the bar magnet in the center of the sheet where iron filling is spreaded, so it will get stick towards pole, maximum towards the poles of bar magnet. Okay, so can you see this picture? The iron filling is sticked towards pole, maximum are at the both the poles. Alright. So compass. What is compass? It is showing the directive properties. This property of magnet is very useful for us to find direction, especially when we travel. The compass is a small box with a glass cover on it. A magnetized needle is pivoted inside the box which can rotate freely. This is the needle and this is the box, and the front portion is covered with glass. Alright. The compass has a dial with direction marked on it. Its needle indicates the north and south direction when it comes to rest. So dial is having all the direction marked on it. See, north and south, and here it is east and west, and in between east and south it is given southeast, and here it is southwest, northwest and northeast. So all the directions are written in the dial, and one magnetized needle is mounted in the center. This is called compass. Whenever you have to find direction, you can use it. Alright. See the activity given here, how to find direction, how to use it. If you will get a compass, you can use to find direction. If you will not get a compass, if you are having a bar magnet, you can use it to find direction. How to use it? See. Take a bar magnet, put a mark on its north end, tie it with a string and suspend it on a wooden stand. Okay. Make sure the magnet can rotate freely. Let it come to rest and observe. Now you see the video, you will get more.
We will observe how a bar magnet, when suspended, points in the north-south direction of the poles of the earth. First, we will use a compass like this to find the direction of the north pole. You can see the silvery part of the compass points towards the north pole and the red part points towards the south pole. So this direction is the north-south direction, and if we use a bar magnet, the north pole of the bar magnet should point in that direction and the south pole of the bar magnet should be pointing in this direction. We will see that now. Okay, here is the suspended bar magnet. Okay, so it should finally align itself in the direction which we saw before. Okay, to speed up the process, I will just allow it to hang freely. You can see that the north pole is trying to align in that direction and the south pole this way. Okay, we'll quickly, okay, so you can see finally when it comes to rest, it points in that direction which we were talking about. Okay, slow it down. Yes, so you see it's aligned in the same direction.
So children, you have seen how it is helping to find the direction. See the video twice to better understanding, and this is the summary what we have seen today. How magnets were discovered. A story was there. Magnetic and non-magnetic materials, poles of magnet and properties of magnet, and one activity at last we have seen to find direction. Alright. Now you see the video 2 times to better understand. Okay, and read the chapter also so that you will understand each and everything in covered portion. Next lecture video I'll send to cover rest of the topic. So thank you for now. Bye bye.